Right, okay, so I want to talk a little bit about my mental health, my mental illnesses, and how it affects me day to day, good and bad. Now, from the outside, I probably look totally fine. I probably look like, I'm a funny guy. Well, I'll leave that up to you, but, I'm healthy. I have two beautiful girls. I have some really good friends. I work. Um, I have this movement for Get Fit for Mental Health going, and it's amazing, and it's doing really well, and it's helping so many people. But I still struggle, I still struggle. I still self-doubt myself. I still feel lonely. I still get depressed. Now, the difference is, before I would drink, and then I would drink, and then I would take drugs, and then it escalated into a whole world of pain. That I would never ever do again now. From self-talk, from knowing myself, from my experiences, I finally learned that was not the way. So what do? I do all of these new things, what I learned. Change that mindset. Self-talk. Surround yourself with positive people. Positive music. All of these things. Sometimes it helps, don't get me wrong. It definitely helps. And everything, the thing is, I'm never ever going to get rid of this mental illness. I'm always going to be able to cope with it. And I'll cope with it better, and I'll just get better. And I've got so much better, but it's still never going to go away. So mental health, more or less, can eliminate that in regards to how I deal with things. And it's actually dealing with it. We have to deal with it. And unfortunately, life's not easy, but we have to deal with it. And that's hard as it is. But luckily, touch wood, I haven't had any experiences, bad experiences for such a long time regarding my mental health. But I'm still affected by it. I'm still affected by it because I still feel crap. I still feel lonely. I still feel self-doubt myself. I overthink things. I feel like I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I'm never going to be able to help that, but I can make it better, and it's not as bad by doing these self-talk things. Like, for instance, I've had a bad week. I've had a really bad, I say a really bad week, but I've just struggled. I just struggle. I felt a little bit lonely. I've got into myself a little bit. I've got through my day because that's how I've taught myself to do. There is them coping mechanisms to cope with this and to get you through your days. But still, I feel like that. And people might say, oh, well, we all have bad days, or we all feel like that. Yeah, but it's a little bit different, because when you have everything and everything's going right, how can you still feel unhappy? How can you still feel lost? And that's just to do with my mental illness and my mental health. Past, I still can't get rid of them little things that go on in my head, but I can talk them little things around in my head. I can, make it a little bit easier. Like, for instance, I really struggle, and for the last few days, but one point in my day today, it's Thursday, right? I started a little word with myself, and I spoke to some close friends, and I listened to some music. And I had to remind myself who I was and what I was doing, because I constantly do that anyway, but I had to really have a word with myself today and what I'm about and everything, and reminded myself what is good, and everything is good. And then what I need to do, I need to cut that negative stuff out of my life, what's making me probably a little bit miserable. And then just go with the momentum. And you know what? I've had a rubbish week at work. Deals have been rubbish. It's not been great. And then for that one point, it's just like the weather. Like, the weather this morning was raining. And then I went to the house. I was in there 5 minutes. I came out, and the clouds had broken. It was sunny. That's just a bit like your moods. And that's how things can just change like that for the better. So I got on with my day. Started singing, smiling. I went into a house all confident. I got a really big deal. And then I went into another house, got a big deal. Felt great. That momentum went on and on. And then I went to gym. I felt ready to go to gym. I ain't been all week. I've just dodged it. I've just got through my days what I had to do, because I feel like, just because I create, promote Get Fit for Mental Health, it does make you feel, there's no doubt about it. It makes you fucking feel amazing. But it's getting yourself to change that mindset to get to that point. And I know myself more than anything what makes you feel better. But it's just that getting out of that door, and just that little bit, that motivation you need to get. but it's all in there, isn't it? And that's what it is with me. Always just in there with probably a lot of people. And then I went to the gym, and then I smashed the gym. And then I went for some food, and now I feel better. And then I want to talk about it again now. I want to talk about the ups and downs, because I've just played from going right down there, back up to there, and then back up to there. And then it'd be ideal if we could just keep it all like that. But it's never going to happen. It just won't happen. And to think that it would happen, you know, I'd be a fool, because I know the ups and downs. But it's keeping them downs not so down, and keeping that high, and that self-talk to keep it like that. So it's always going to go like that, rather than just bang or bang. You know, it's just got to go like that. And that's how it's gone today. And then I've got so much to look forward to this weekend. I reminded myself that with my children. And yeah, that's just a little bit about my mental illness, mental health, and what I actually do go through in a day, and how my mind works.